Today's game features Lev Lukovski playing as white against Mikhail Tal as black. Move 1. White advances the pawn. Black knight to f6. Now, white fianchettos the bishop. Continuing, black advances to e6. We're at move 5. White advances to e3. Black pawn to b6. At this point, white bishop to d3. Black brings out the dark squared bishop. White knight hops to f3. Mobilizing the forces. Black responds with controls key squares with the pawn. White advances the pawn to c3. It's black's turn. Fianchettos the bishop. Next, white repositions the knight to d2. Seizing the initiative. Black responds with knight to c6. We're at move 15. White short castle. Black castles on the kingside. White plays slides the rook to e1. Moving forward, black brings the rook to c8, keeping options open. So, pushes the wing pawn. Black places the knight on d5, preparing for rapid development. Meanwhile, bishop captures the bishop on e7. Black queen captures the bishop on e7. White queen moves to c2. And here, black pawn captures pawn. Move 25. White bishop eliminates the pawn. And that's check. Targeting weak pawns. Black king moves to h8. White pawn takes pawn on d4. That's a mistake. Black pushes forward to f5. It's white's turn. Pawn to c4. Black responds with king takes the bishop, creating threats on the opponent's position. White pawn takes the knight. Next, black knight captures the pawn on d4. White centralizes the queen, preparing to break through. Black knight to c2, creating complications. Move 35. White improves the knight's position, missing the best continuation. Black responds with bishop snaps off the pawn. White brings the queen into the fray, with check. Black king moves to g8. White now plays knight hops to g6. Black continues with the queen enters the battle. Very good. White deploys the queen to h8, checking the exposed king. A questionable choice. Black activates the king, triangulation at work. White repositions the knight to e5. With check, now, the king becomes active. We're at move 45. White activates the queen in the endgame. At this point, knight takes the rook, improving the pawn structure. Now, white rook eliminates the knight. Black queen snaps off the knight. White slides the queen to h4, putting the king in check. It's black's turn. Brings the king forward. This simplification helps. It's white's turn. Pushes to f3. Black now deploys the rook to c1. A candidate move worth considering. Lev Lukovski resigns. Mikhail Tal wins the game.